I am sexually active. I don't think my spouse-to-be is like me. I fear bringing up the topic to avoid being tagged loose.
Mashallah, mashallah sana.
The need for sex communication between two couples before marriage cannot be overemphasized, because that is the beginning to the happy ever after that you prayed for. Some of you are not comfortable with having sex education with your to-be partner because you don't want to be termed loose and immoral. I perfectly understand this, but have you tried to preview what the future will be like without such conversation? Many prominent young marriages are going down because of this mistake. It is no fault of anybody, and it is the fault of everyone. We all claim to be morally upright, yet we are the most spoiled generation, Nigeria to be precise. There is nothing absolutely wrong with having sex conversation with your spouse prior marriage. You need to know who you're getting married to. As a matter of fact, we know that it is very difficult to find a virgin now, be it in man or in woman. But whichever way, even when you're getting married to a virgin, you need to converse with the person about sex life in order for you to discover whether they are virgins or not. And make them be virgin doesn't mean that they are not fit to be your spouse because you are sexually hyperactive. No, this will actually lead to a discussion that will better the future. If she is a virgin or if he is a virgin and you are not, let me start with the men. If she is a virgin and you communicate with her and you get to know that she has never had any form of sexual experience, please don't tell her, don't act as if you not get experience, because now where wahala the stars be that if you are exposed, tell her, me I'm exposed, I've had series of girlfriends and I really know how things are done. Don't worry, I'm gonna teach you. I mean, there is no, how would somebody reject you for marriage because you said you are sexually experienced? It might be an immoral thing, but the deed is done, right? It's your past, right? But you learn from it. And what you learn from it, you're trying to use it to better your future. That is the most important aspect of it. So you don't marry a virgin and keep her at home and you now start saying that she's not good in bed. Brother, you got married to her as a virgin. That is number one. Then the same thing with when you are a man as a virgin and the woman is not a virgin. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You saw her, you know that she is not a virgin and you are a virgin and you feel like it is okay for you to get married to her. Then allow her to show what she knows. Give her the freedom to be herself instead of constantly being judgmental, making it look like she is spoiled. How can you say somebody is spoiled? I don't really understand now. So as long as she is committed to the marriage, as long as not only you she they give, I don't really see any reason why she should be criticized. Now, I'm talking about how to have the relevance of sex communication before marriage. Some people don't like sex, most especially amongst women. Most women don't like sex. This is something you all are not ready to talk about, but it's costing marriage, because that's the reality. There are women who are not into sex. They can kiss you from now till tomorrow, but when it gets to having sex, they are just off. They might be pretty, because some of you just assume because a woman have a back and she have a front, definitely she's gonna be good in bed. Don't be everybody get time for that. And because of personal background and upbringing of some people, they don't get energy for that kind of thing. Then hormonal factor can also be a reason to why a woman will not like sex. Some people are suffering from hormonal imbalance, which they are not yet to discover, while some people are so God creates them. But there is nothing that cannot be changed. You know, they say every sacrifice for love is worth it. There are a lot of men who got married to this kind of women, and their marriages are good and perfect. Why? Because the both parties are ready to learn and they remove sentiments and they are not judgmental towards each other. But conversation before marriage will help you to know. Some men, women will tell them, I'm not really a sex type. They're like, you're not really a sex type, you're not a virgin. Of course, she is not a sex type. She is not a virgin. She must have had a taste of sex, and yet she's still not convinced of the reason why she should be having sex. Possibly because she have sex with the wrong person, and the person couldn't even make her feel good enough or show her the beauty side of sex life. So now it is down on you as the husband to make sure that she see the beauty side of having sex. That is no easy. There are people that when they have sex, they fall sick for another days. Men are not ready for this conversation, but that is the truth. Some of you actually think that your wife are just being wicked towards you by denying you sex, but wallahi, this is not the truth. I have also talked to men who will testify that they do not like sex. They can be in romantic moments and romance their woman for hours, but when it gets to that sex part, they just go up. And some women will still challenge them and say, now 1 minute man, this one knows sabi, you know get body. This is not true. This is not true. They don't just like it for some kind of factor that they themselves they don't even understand. But you need to have conversation. Stop feeling that if you bring up sex conversation between you and your to-be spouse, they are going to see you as immoral. This has also ended early relationship. You know, some ladies are so naive. I've seen a lady who ended her relationship with her husband to be because the guy is constantly bringing up sexual topic. I don't see anything wrong with a man trying to discuss sex topic with you, except that he is trying to engage you in masturbation. This is
you were not informed too. Continue.
It's totally different. But when a man is trying to know the woman he's getting married to, there is nothing wrong with that. And I don't think there's any religion that prohibits that you should talk to your partner. It's not that you both are sitting together and you're touching each other. My dear, I am not a virgin. This is your husband talking to you, telling you that he is not a virgin. He is experienced and this is what he likes in sex. I like a woman to do this to me. I like a woman to do that to me. I like this, I like that. And you don't know those things. Feel free. Stop pretending just because the brother is cute and he get money. So you don't want to lose him. You now lie. You now tell him that me too as Sabidu and where is a lie. You know Sabidu and sister. Open up now. Tell him you don't know how to do it. Tell him that you are not exposed to those things. A man that loves you will still stay by you. If a man won't marry prostitute, he'll go and marry prostitute. But if you don't want to marry prostitute and he see you and say he won't marry you, please do yourself some good and be honest enough with him to tell him what you can and what you cannot. The earlier the conversation, the better. And any man who leaves you because you open up to him about the truity of your personality, such man was never meant to be in your life. That's the truth. So feel free to open up. You see, the divorce that is happening today can actually be prevented during the period of relationship. But some of you are so covered with your needs, your desire. You're so blinded by it that you forgot that a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. When you are in relationship with a man or a woman, you need to remove sentiment. You need to remove whatever that is clouding your heart and your eyes. Don't let physical beauty deceive you into marriage that will still end anyway. I see no pleasure in getting married to someone where it is already announced and everybody know that your relationship status has changed and then boom, divorce will still come in. To me, it doesn't make sense because it actually be prevented from the beginning. Whatever that is going to end your marriage tomorrow, talk about it now. If you're a man who hates a nagging woman, talk about it. And for you who doesn't like a nagging woman, you must be a reserved person. All right, in order not to push her into nagging, all this. And as a woman, when a man open up to talk to you about what they want, what they desire, and who they like their woman to be, no, they keep quiet because you want to be seen as housewife material. 1,000 yard.
Be prosecuted for that.
Better open up. It is the moment of truth. A man is telling you that I like a woman who will wake up, treat me well in bed, serve me breakfast, shower me and wash my clothes, and you know vividly that you cannot do this, but because you're so desperate and you want to settle down, you feel like, make I just deceive this one. You are deceiving yourself. Then you now deceive yourself and you now tell him that actually I am a chef, I'm also a nanny, I acquired. You are lying and you think you're deceiving him. You are deceiving yourself. Conversation before marriage is really, really paramount to saving the future of your marriage. They say marry your best friend. Your best friend is not somebody who has been your friend on the street and the ghetto before marriage. Your best friend is somebody who you converse with about your personality, and he converse with you about his personality, and you both accept each other's flaws and strengths. You both appreciate each other, and as a matter of fact, fall in love with each other the more for what others criticize you both for. This is who your best friend is. So we need to get this into our mind that there is absolutely nothing wrong with having sex talk before marriage. It's not a sign of immorality. It's getting to know your spouse. A lady filed for divorce a week after marriage because she said, when I got into the marriage, I realized that this man will not be able to satisfy me in bed. Possibly they would have had this discussion. Okay, well, as a woman, you know you are highly sexual active. I think you should discuss with a man. I am hyperactive when it comes to sex. I love to have sex morning, afternoon, night. You need to talk to him about it. And if he don't get that power, he go leave you. Wallahi, you go find your spouse. Don't make it look like you're never going to find a man. You will find your kind. And I used to tell people that there is absolutely nothing wrong in being sexually hyperactive. It's not your doing. Some people will say, as this one don't fuck the whole world. Look at her. She cannot do without sex. Look at him. He cannot do without sex. It's a lie. This is personal difference in humans. Just the same way you find people who do not like sex. That's the same way you find people who overly like sex. There is nothing like being inferior about on this. The most important thing is finding your kind. Find a perfect match and it will be happy ever after. Are you not surprised how some celebrities have been married, been together for a very long time, despite that other celebrities' marriage are crashing down, but they are still strong? Why? It is because these people, they choose to actually go into the marriage on a different note and a path, unlike other celebrities. Possibly some other celebrities, they just want to be with a celebrity. They just want to be known for being married to a particular person. They just want to change their relationship status. And that's the reason why their marriage crashed. Because when reality hit up on them in marriage, they'll be like, I can't take this anymore. But those who actually take time to know each other better, knowing, you people are taking advantage of this, let me know you better. Let me know you better. Let's take time to know each other better. Doesn't mean that it is a ticket to having illegal sex. Knowing your partner better is actually far away from this, because even within a month you can know somebody better. The two of you should be true to yourselves, should be true to your personality. If you're a person that you love to cry, be go cry now. Cry. If you know as a woman, when you wake up in the morning, now cry be your problem. I better cry. Cry that now that he's asking for your hand in marriage. Let him see that this is the weird part of you. I promise you, if he loves you and he know that he can be with you, he will marry you. As a matter of fact, you see those things that some men are complaining about you. There is a man who will want to spend the rest of his life watching you do that. People are different, and do not give up on yourself. You need self-confidence, and you need to know that there is beauty in who you are. The only thing that you cannot attach beauty to is when there is something really, really bad about your personality that everybody's talking about. There's no beauty in that. You really need to change. Sit yourself down and talk to yourself. Am I really that bad? And if the answer is yes, then your only choice is to change. Have sex talk with your spouse to be. It is not haram.
يا أحلى امرأة في الدنيا